Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, excuse me. Niggas just ate something. Niggas just ate something. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even make online videos or record nothing. But I'm done, cuz. I'm done. Right now, look at my jacket. My jacket all fucked up. I'm used to carrying like tens of thousands of dollars on me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I lost all my money in the hotel and shit. When they got, when I had to check out the next day, and let's just say some stuff came up missing. Not from nobody who, was on the street and came in and stole it or nothing, but some stuff came up missing. So I lost a lot of my clothes and some money and shit. I don't want to keep talking about that shit because that shit ain't even gonna matter. I ain't even gonna lie. I slept in a hotel last night. But I slept in the hallway of the hotel, not the hallway just on the ground in front of the rooms and shit. I slept in the stairwell. But that shit don't mean nothing because this only lasted about a week. Nigga just got like a good 7K. I'm about to get like another 5 in a little bit, and then I'm not gonna say how much I'm gonna get after that, but it's gonna be a decent amount. That 7K and that 5K is gonna look like a little bit. It's gonna look like a little bit, but I'm not worried about that because I work hard. I'm not worried about that. So here's my jacket. This is really the only reason I'm even showing you this jacket is to do a before and after picture because I just ordered some stuff online, some shoes and shit. And the jacket and shit. And I just ordered some stuff online. It's on the way. It's being shipped to me now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole deal with that. So I'm only really showing you this to do a before and after picture. The jacket is kind of dingy, but it's not dingy. You know what I'm saying? It was in the back. It was in the back of somebody's closet. You know what I'm saying? I forgot about the whole jacket. And somebody was like, your jacket in the closet? I was like, hey, what the fuck? You had my jacket this whole time? And it was in the back of the closet and it got dingy. It ain't dingy from being outside or rolling like me on the ground and that, or no crazy shit like that. But I'm making this video because I'm fucking done. You know what I'm saying? I just seen a video where somebody said Dame Dash went to a Diddy party. Now they persecute him for going to a Diddy party. And it's like, all right, you went to a Diddy party, you gonna be like, oh, this nigga's a freak. He went to the Diddy party. And it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna refuse to break it down in a logical way so people will see the truth. What we're gonna do is throw it out there in a non-logical way so people will be stimulated from it, but won't have the correct idea or won't have the correct picture of what happened. Do you know what I mean? So they said Dame Dash went to a Diddy party. Now you got the 4 most simple of bitches, women, girls, ladies. I'm gonna say women. You got the most simple of women clowning this man because he was at a Diddy party. And then not only that, it was like, oh, he was at a Diddy party. Explain this picture. He was lying next to some girls. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can go 1,000 directions with this at this time. But I think the bigger picture with this. And again, this is my first video. I don't do this shit because, you know what I'm saying? A nigga can rap and he can really rap and he's really talented. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people gonna know him from doing business one day or for doing music one day or something else. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got the little things. You see this thing on the left sticking up out my hair and shit. I ain't even brushed my hair. I was just so like crazed by this video, but let me tell you this, you know what I'm saying? All right, you got all these people, and I can do that. You got all these black people, you know what I'm saying, going down and all this kind of shit. I can, you know what I'm saying, with Diddy and, other people. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly and shit. And all these people, I'm not going to say they doing this thing I'm not going to say they doing this thing of targeting black people and destroying their image, you know what I'm saying, because they're prominent or they're seen as prominent, you know what I'm saying? What I'm going to say is, how in the fuck do you fight in front of so many white people or non-black people and not turn to the crowd and say, what the fuck are y'all looking at? And you don't address nobody else except for these niggas. I wouldn't even be fighting in front of people like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. One time I was about to get in a fight in the parking lot in Montgomery County. It was like a Target parking lot or something like that. It was me and this black dude, and there was all these foreign people watching it, and they was about to record. Like some people about to record. The first thing I did, I was like, "Fuck!" Like this nigga in front of me. I'm not gonna lie, I ended up fighting. But the fucked up thing, the first thing I did was like, I went around to the crowd and was like, yeah, don't record this. One, that's two, but two, y'all shouldn't even be watching this. You know, we like, don't get this situation twisted. But I did end up fighting though. But you know what I'm saying? You had all these non-black people coming to Archer, and it's like, why y'all giving access to these people? Why are you going at some and not going at others? That's what I'm saying. Overall, and then not only that, you doing that knowing what's happening. Like, don't joke with yourself. But you know what I'm saying? You got Dame Dash, like, you know what I'm saying? He in that job, you know what I'm saying? He explaining what happened. And, you know, for what it was and for him to be caught off guard, you know, he had, I think, I only saw a little bit of it. I only saw like 2 minutes and 30 seconds of it. If that. I only saw like, matter of fact, I only saw like 45 seconds of it. I only saw like 45 seconds of it. And it was like, you know, I saw 45 seconds of it. and you know, he did okay for him to be caught off guard like that. He handled it pretty well. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think he, you know, displayed enough presence to let them know that y'all really tripping, but I really got to entertain this. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, at a certain point in my life, I stopped going around certain people because, you know, they're going to have questions like, a nigga going to be like, hey, bro, like, this actually happened. A nigga going to be like, hey, bro, I just told you to gamble $10. You got $15. Why ain't you gamble your $10? Bro, this is an actual conversation. It's like, but it did happen one time. I pulled out $10 and this nigga told me to bet like $3 or something like that. He was like, why ain't you bet? I actually had way more money, but I just didn't bet you because I didn't want to bet you. But the thing is, according to your knowledge, I had $10 and you want me to bet, you know what I'm saying? And he had, that's the amount of money he used to walking around with. He had something close to that amount of money. I had way more money and all that kind of shit. But, you know, I'm not going to entertain that shit. He said, you got $10. We were supposed to gamble $3. Oh, you got like $5. We were supposed to gamble $3. I don't know exactly how much it was, but we were supposed to gamble, like, bet like $3 on a basketball game. I only did that to entertain him. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. So he pulled out, like, and I'm like, according to your knowledge, I have not over $10, and you want me to bet almost half of that. It might have been more. This was like 8 years ago. It might have been more, but you want me to bet over half of that. So I can gamble you. Yeah, he don't know I'm holding way more money, but that don't sound like something you should do if you only have $10 to your name. Anyway, or a nigga who told me, you know what I'm saying, you got such and such money, why ain't you got on? These is when some phone pauses just came out. Why you ain't got on your phone pauses? Why you ain't got on the phone pauses when they just came out? Again, according to you, I had this amount of money. I actually had way more money, but if I had this amount of money, say I had $300, The phone deposit was $200. You expect me to spend that $200 on some phone deposit? On some phone deposits? Man, stop playing, Holmes. Look, the whole point is, you cannot talk to simple motherfuckers. A good amount of my life is just not going to niggas and not talking to certain niggas because you're not going to be able to explain to them. How can Dame Dash talk to them? They like some calculating assistants at work. That nigga touched $66 million. You're not going to be able to speak to them. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, if you go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, if you go in that kind of place, you know, you gonna get hit. But it's like, why did you go there? Why did you go there? Hey, but man, this shit kind of funny, man. But motherfucker, yeah, he touched $66 million. He probably touched more. He touched all kinds of things. And he went and talked to some girls, some women who, you know, speak across to each other like front desk assistants and shit. And not only that, Holmes, hey bro, I'm not from DC, but I stay 10 minutes away from DC. I'm from the DC metropolitan area. I live in PG County, bro. How women take control here, you're not gonna beat that. And not only that, they do it the correct way. So you be like, after a while, you like a fucking trained army veteran. You like a sniper. You're like, she's not, like, don't talk to her. Talk to her. Don't deal with her. Deal with her. You know what I mean? Because, you know, some girls are so sharp. That they just be like, you know, they'll just turn you off to the other kind of people that you shouldn't hang with. And these people are simple. These girls are simple. Why would she do that? What are you doing at Diddy's party? Laying next to a woman. And we're not gonna fake like it's not 10 million celebrities that went to Diddy's party. Yeah, some freak shit that happened at Diddy's party, but we're not gonna act like it's not a million celebrities that went there. It's a million celebrities that went there. You know what I'm saying? They might have drunk champagne, had some fucking the little pig with the apple in his mouth. Nigga, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? On the first floor, stayed out of closets, stayed out of back hallways, and stayed off the fourth floor, and everything was cool. Everybody was just high-fiving each other. And, you know, everybody's, where's Diddy? Jesus. I don't know. He must be doing something else. I don't know what he's doing. And then, you know, he's in the back room doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But we're not going to act like the first floor and all them places, you know what I'm saying, where you can be seen at. We're not going to act like those places was just, you know, people was just dry humping the walls and shit, and motherfucking niggas was just, you know what I'm saying, sexually molesting lions. Like, we're not going to act like that happened. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just got lions and shit, and he just hugging them. We're going to bring this lion in here. You know what I'm saying? Playboy, you ever had a lion, bro? It's like, nah. But seriously though, like, but you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna act like to go to a Diddy party was like, you know, and then it's in the 90s. It's not the internet out. You don't know what the fuck's going on behind closed doors. You don't even know about that industry freaky shit that's going on or whatever. You don't know about none of that shit. What you know about is this is the hottest producer in New York. We're gonna see what this party like. Niggas drinking champagne, niggas doing this, drinking that, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Girls come in, you know what I'm saying? All these girls come in from Russia. You know what I'm saying? These girls come in from Russia, and you got this Asian girl over there, and it's, you know, sisters everywhere, black girls everywhere. And then, you know what I'm saying, you got a white girl, an Indian girl come in, you like, hey, you know, hey, Nacheska, and all that shit. You're like, hey. You know what I'm saying? And you saying all that and whatever. And we're not going to act like it's just demon activity, you know, or it's just the worst thing in the world that you went to the party. What are these pictures of you with these straight women? I'm not gonna lie, it was him in a bed with, with like two girls. It was girls between them. And then it was Diddy. It was Puff Daddy, and then there was a girl on the other side of Puff Daddy or something like that. But then they showed a picture of them standing up, taking a picture together with other people in the picture. Oh my God. It don't get no more simple than that. I mean, yeah, of course I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back with some, some shit. I got some shit in the mail, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna try to play with me. I don't think y'all can play with me for real, but motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, I got some shit in the mail coming, you know what I'm saying? So people just see me in a different light. I think I'm gonna start recording more because I'm just seeing shit online. It's like niggas is just shooting shots at each other. And niggas just shooting shots at each other, Marlon Wayans, 50 Cent, these girls at Dame Dash, and other people at Dame Dash, and Jay-Z's sitting somewhere in a rocking chair saying, I hope they don't say nothing about me, or they better not say nothing about me, or they shouldn't say nothing about me. Either way, like, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys like to fight in front of the world, in front of white people, and all that kind of shit. To be honest, I don't care if you fight in front of white people. You shouldn't care about, you know what I'm saying, what people think if they don't know what's going on. But I just like how you guys are liking to fight at the same. I like how you guys are liking to fight at the same time. The same types of people, all CEO bouts. All CEO bouts. Dame Dash, 50 Cent, Puffy. Anybody else? Jay-Z's chilling. Okay, so Dame Dash, 50 Cent, Puffy. I'm loving it. I'm just liking all these rich black people just throwing these rights at each other and lefts, and they just catching each other with motherfucking lead hooks, and it's just nasty. I like it, you know what I'm saying? I like that nobody's like breaking the situation down and figuring out the details of what each person did, or nobody's stepping back saying, we might be a little too rich to be doing simple shit right now. And you know what I'm saying? And 50 Cent's involvement is questionable. But in any case, you like, okay, I like that you all have set up a boxing ring in front of white people, in front of the world, in front of non-black people. And we're just gonna pick black people to throw punches at, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? White people throw punches at them, let me hit them. Let me hit them too. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna throw punches. You're gonna set up 3 fights in the same arena at the same time. I like it. You niggas is doing a good job. You Negroes is doing a good job. This is real. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm seeing everything except for a fucking brain. Now they doing something on Tyler Perry, saying he did something. I don't necessarily approve of that nigga, or follow that nigga. But either way, I ain't watching that shit.